Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Dino Times, but a very special review episode, to say the least. I'm your guys' host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. And, of course, we're going to be talking about semi-spoilers, semi-not, for Dinosaur Sanctuary Volume 5, the manga that has been taking the world by storm, especially the paleo community. And we're going to be talking about Volume 5 here today. Now available at Barnes & Noble, online as well, too, for English and also Japanese readers. So it's well worth the buy, to say the least. But let's dive into a little bit of a talk about this, and I am so excited. Volume 5 is now out in the States, and I picked it up at Barnes & Noble probably around a month ago at this point, but I wanted to give it some time before eventually talking about it. And Dinosaur Sanctuary, again, hits its mark. We're able to, in Volume 5, we're able to take a look here at the world beyond. We go to Australia, for God's sakes. And again, small spoilers in here. Very small spoilers. We go to Australia for a certain character. We look at the sanctuaries that are actually there. It's not just the zoo-type setting for the dinosaurs that we're kind of used to. It's like a wildlife setting like you would see in Africa for the rhinos. But you're seeing it like people driving Humvees and stuff for, dinosaurs, to say the least. And you're actually expanding on the world. And according to the notes with the creator, by the way, it actually was going to be based on the sanctuary that you do see in Australia more than the zoo that we do end up with our characters. That's a cool idea. I will 100% take the spin-off series of this. I absolutely want the spin-off series. So that is an amazing factor there. We dive more into the zookeeping factor of it with dinosaurs here, habitation, mating, getting animals to mate and such like that. And if you're a long-term listener / viewer of the channel here, you do know that I was a zookeeper and I worked with exotic animals such as rhinos, alligators, crocodiles, gazelle, big megafauna animals, as well as big reptiles. And I worked with animals for many, many years in all sense. Hell, I worked animal crime investigations / rescues. So, seen it, done it all, especially the ambulance calls. I've seen it, done it all. But Dinosaur Sanctuary captures that. To say the least here, Dinosaur Sanctuary really captures that zookeeping life. It does it again. Every volume, I look forward to it. As you know, I'm a paleo lover. I've done paleo education. I've done volunteering in labs. Done it all over the years of paleo, and it is the perfect combination to animal lovers / zookeepers / paleo lovers. And I'm both. So here we are. And I really do think, like, Dino Times, and I hate to say it, almost feels like it's slept on. Like, there should be so much more to it. It should be talked about way more than it is. At a Halloween party the other night, I actually talked about Volume 5 and was able to, my books were on my shelf, and they're like, what is this? I was like, oh, because they were also zookeepers as well. I was like, oh, yeah, take a look here. Shout out to my wife for putting together that Halloween party full of zookeepers and such. But and they're like, I'm like, oh, here's Dinosaur Sanctuary. And they're actually going to be avid readers now. So it is such a good series that captures that zookeeping life. How do you get animals to mate? What do you do for that? Taking a look at the wider world in there too, the writing. And also, I should say, I appreciate the Dr. Science notes after the fact of each chapter, because that is a beautiful little fact of real world science that is in here too. And might I also say, the dinosaurs, the art, the characters and such too, absolutely stellar. The writing is able to be captured here and keeps giving you what you want to a T. But the artwork makes you want to cry. It gives you the beauty, the majesticness of a full panel page, of maybe just a couple panels on a page here. Whatever it might be, with the characters, it shows their emotions perfectly. But the dinosaurs are captured in scientific reality. That is insane to me. And they're not trying to sci-fi it up like Jurassic does sometimes or anything like that. They're sticking to weird, real-world stuff, and it is absolutely beautiful. And for about, $15, maybe $20 in the end here for Dinosaur Sanctuary at Barnes & Noble, if you go there or get it online, wherever, in the States, I should say. Also, that is the United States currency. I feel like I should be paying more for what I'm reading. And I don't say that often, because, we live in a very tough time. But it very much feels like you should be paying more for this. If you all have read Dinosaur Sanctuary Volume 5, again, I want to dive more into it here, but I at least want to get the word out about it, do semi-spoilers, not spoil too much, because I think it's so worth the read, and following our characters through their journey of working in a dinosaur zoo, and working through it, and trying to be a good caretaker, but being new to it. A main character, that was me. I was her. And I was here for a long time in the zoo field. So I really, and especially with megafauna animals, like rhinos and such, I get it. I understand it. So it's so cool to see there. And I really hope we get to see more of the wide world that they're in now with these dinosaurs everywhere, zoos and sanctuaries and such. I can't wait to see the zoo work that's being done in there on top of the paleo work that really pays respect to the prehistoric animals. Like, it really does, whether they're dinosaurs, prehistoric marine mammal, or marine reptiles, prehistoric mammals, whatever it might be here, there is respect to it. And I want to say I really love that, the respect given to the science. It's so beautiful. Again, folks, Dinosaur Sanctuary Volume 5, comment down below. Have you read it? Have you not? What do you think about it? Let me know down below in the comments on this review episode of Dino Times. Of course, I've been your host, Dakota Morgan. Follow me on Twitch, CodaRex97. And, of course, my social media in the comment box down below as well. Oh, description box down below as well. For Instagram, Twitter, all the stuff like that. Thanks, everybody. And as always, folks, remember, science is real.